Okay, so hey guys, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to review this. This is a 2014 Toyota Vios E-Spec. So in this current generation 2014 Toyota Vios, that comes with 5 specs: the J-Spec manual, the J-Spec automatic, the E-Spec automatic, and the Trd Sportivo trim. Okay, without further ado, let's start with the exterior tour. So in the exterior, you got reflector headlights in the J-Spec and the E-Spec. Moving up to the G-Spec and the Trd Sportivo, you get halogen projectors. And the fog light only standard in the E-Spec, the G-Spec and the Trd Sportivo. The J-Spec doesn't equip it, it only gets a plastic cover on it. You also got a pretty large grille together with the intakes. There are no front parking sensors whatsoever. You also got a chrome trim running through and integrated into the lights, which I think is pretty good. And the Toyota badge right here. So the front looks pretty clean compared to the newer generation, which have a pretty aggressive look, and this look more clean. Okay, so this car is paired with a 195/55 15-inch tires. So this tire have 3 designs. The J-Spec and the E-Spec gets this design rim. Moving to the G-Spec, you get other multi-spoke rims, and the Trd Sportivo you get a darkened out 5-spoke rims. And there are no body kit coming through, only you get in the Trd Sportivo trim. And here we also got a signal indicator integrated in the side mirrors. Okay, you get rear drum brakes at the J-Spec and the E-Spec. Moving on to the G-Spec and the Trd Sportivo, you get rear disc brakes. So it's cost cutting because of the pricing. And here also got the aerodynamic details right here. You got 2 bulges out fins in the headlights, tail lights, and it's got a halogen brake light and halogen fog lights. Rear parking sensors are standard across the range. A Vios badge right here. So the back looks pretty clean, and the tail lights are pretty big compared to the newer generation. It's a linear type of the tail lights. The third brake light is integrated inside the car. Also got a traditional antenna right here. So yeah, this is the exterior tour of the Toyota Vios. So now let's take a look inside the car. So this car doesn't equip with a keyless entry, only get a keyless entry in the G-Spec and the Trd Sportivo. So let's unlock the car. Okay, this driver seat does get full manual adjustment. And off the window in this car, power only the driver side gets auto down and up function. And you see right here, this is actually hard plastic, but first time I saw this car, I thought it's a leather, but after I realized it's a plastic, but they molded to look like leather. It's pretty good design to make a car looks premium. It's got some door cuts together with the cup holders. Okay, you got a mirror controls, auto folding side mirrors, and a light height adjustment. And here also got the cup holders to put your Coca-Cola. So this car doesn't come with a keyless entry, only the G-Spec and the Trd Sportivo equipped with. And also the J-Spec and the E-Spec gets full black interior, only the G-Spec gets the white interior. So let's start in the car. Traditional Kisla. Okay, so let's start with the instrument cluster. So you get analog dials. So now it's setting your time And this switch between your odometer, the info, odometer, trip A, trip B, and back. It's pretty simple, digital. And here also got some fuel gauge, speedometer, and a rev meter cluster. And they are oval shaped. The center of the oval shape gets a chrome finishing. And there are no controls at the steering wheel. There's some silver finishing at the steering wheel also. And this steering wheel is a bit of a flat bottom design. But here it's a bit thin and here it's thick. So I think the grip of this steering is pretty good. It's nice and comfortable. Pretty ergonomic. Here also got the light and fog light controls. And wiper controls. Sorry. So here we got a double din radio display. So this is power knob together with a volume and different modes, different customizable stations, FM, AM, CD, and the aux jack right here. It's because US Bluetooth connectivity function, and this switch between your seat track, and this can select between your FM and AM too. So it's 6 customizable stations, and the eject button right here. So emergency signal indicators, and here also got a manual air conditioning. So this control your fan speed, and this control your temperature, and this control your different mode. So they are quite flimsy though, but it lasts longer I think. I'm not sure if lasts longer, because what I know is Toyota cars are pretty reliable, but I'm not sure for this Vios. Traditional, old school recirculation and rear defrost. Some silver running through the dashboard together with the center controls. And you also got the gauge shifters. It's a 4-speed automatic with low gear selection. You also got a reverse sensor, traditional handbrake. So we got some storage tray right here together with the 12-volt sockets with some piano black finishing. But the texture feels a bit rough. Some storage right here. And this car does come with a center armrest, but it's hard, not leather wrap or fabric wrap whatsoever. It's quite deep, but the length is not very enough for iPhone 10 I think. These seats are fabric, only the G-Spec and the Trd Sportivo gets leather seats. So manual dimming rear view mirror, light, and the driver's side does get a vanity mirror and a cut slot and a sun visor. So it's pretty simple cabin, but it's usable. But I think the price of this car is a bit high lah compared to other drivers. This car costs about 78,300 I think. It's pretty expensive though. But the advantage of the Vios are damn reliable I think. In the older generation, I'm not sure about this new generation. And so yeah, let's turn off the car now and continue the rest of the tour. The doors are opening quite wide, so it's pretty easy to get in and out of the car. So got the same design as the front door, hard plastic molded like leather. There are no cup holders right here or storage whatsoever. So at the back, I got this much of leg room and this much of headroom, and some top seat pockets at the front seats. And behind it doesn't get rear account vents, but you also get the cup holders. Because back you don't get any cup holders in the door, so they just molded right here. Surprisingly, this car have a full flat central tunnel, so actually you can see the middle passenger sitting right here pretty comfortably for a longer distance trip. And here's also got the armrest. The position of this armrest is pretty ergonomic. It's not too mounted too low or too high. is just about enough. And this is the cup holders, but I think the shape is a bit awkward shape. You can put your keys. I don't think everyone will put the key inside. Okay, so let's get the car. I need to make the video as short as possible because I think the video is too long and not everyone will see. And also got the ISOFIX charge mount. So to fold the rear seats, you actually press the button right here. Also, you can remove the seat belt of this slot. Okay, let me fold the other seats first. So after you fold the rear seats down, you will notice they are not full flat. You'll notice some gaps right here. So it will be a bit difficult when you load long and big items. Because this is mounted too low. Unlike other cars, they just put it right here so you can put big items here. But I think it's usable. It's definitely to have this kind of feature than none. Oh, sorry to mention that. You also get a child lock. It's pretty safety feature when the child sitting behind the car and they try to open the door. It's pretty dangerous situation right here. So that feature will actually save the kids to prevent he or she open the doors and jump up the car. Okay, moving to the boot. So there are 3 ways to open the boot. First is using the key slot right here. The second, you press and hold the boot release right here, or either a lever inside the car. So let's use the remote function. Okay. So there are quite deep boot space. You will notice the boot loading floor is actually quite low, so you can load item easily. So how to differentiate this Vios is basically a Thailand version of the Malaysian version. So you see the codes right here. You see made in Malaysia, and the chassis, frame, code, color, they all will be listed at the rear. I don't think what is this called. I forgot. So never mind. So you also got the lights right here. Pretty cute light. Alright. So down here also got a space saver spare tire. Right here. It's a decently sized boot. Not too big and not too small. Definitely usable. This is my initial comment of this boot. So the passenger seat does get full manual adjustment. You get same adjustment as the driver's side, just that you only loses out the height adjustment. For the holders and some storage right here. Okay. So we got the airbag slots right here. So this car does come with 2 airbags standard across the range. Cup holders. And the glove box. Okay, this glove box does come with 2 layers. So this is a tray. You can put a smart tag, whatever thing at here. It's a shallow thing and smaller thing you can put inside. And here's a big size boot glove box. So actually this design actually continues at the newer generation Toyota Vios. So it's pretty good to have utilized this glove box. And see, it's actually this design I think is pretty futuristic, I think. Because you see every car, right, they just mounted the screen or the aircon just slotted inside the dashboard. So this actually goes out to have a bit of 3D look and a perspective look also. Also got a sun visor together with the rotating mirrors. And grip handles. At 4 doors. So I don't know why they actually put the grip handle in the passenger driver side. Because you need to put 2 hands at the steering wheel. They are not necessary to put the grip handle there. You can save the cost to utilize the interior. Okay, so yeah, this is the interior of this 2014 Toyota Vios E-Spec. Okay, so now conclusion. So you have seen just now, I think it's a short video, I'm not sure. But I think it's a bit long lah. Still a long video. Sorry lah. Because I can't make the video as short because it will left more important information. So in my opinion, right, I think this generation Toyota Vios doesn't good in utilize the interior because I think the interior looks a bit dull. Even though you have some like the plastic more like leather and some silver finishing and some perspective look at the center console. But I think the prices of this car is a bit too high for its equipment they have equipped inside the car. Something that's important you need to know. This generation Toyota Vios doesn't come with a vehicle stability control. So this feature is pretty important because when you in a loss control situation, the vehicle stability control will actually save you to prevent getting lost control and crash into something in the road, on the highway in a high speed. So this feature is actually important to prevent worst case scenario happens. So this car is pretty reliable in my opinion, but I'm not sure it's reliable as the older generation because they have added much more of the electronic things compared to the previous generation. You have many of the mechanism that you need to use hands to operate it. So my initial impression of this car is pretty comfortable, the seats in my opinion, and the steering also is pretty well gripped and it's thick and comfortable. And actually this car is no way comparable for its price because the Honda City is basically cheaper than this, but you get more equipment. And the Almera, forget about it, you get 1 airbag only. This car that gets 2, but it still is not the best. The City gets you 6 airbags. So the engine is not as powerful as others, but it's definitely for daily users. You drive in the town for daily work. And the 4-speed automatic is actually usable. The tuning is alright. So yeah, this is my initial conclusion of this 2014 Toyota Vios E-Spec. So what you guys think? Please comment down below and be sure to subscribe my channel and follow my Instagram also, check Automotive Fan for more updates. So thank you guys and chill.